Hey y'all. All right, so we're going to shore out this week, talking about what we looked at yesterday, in that there are two types of people in this world. Again, the world, Satan, deception, his craft, his skill, he would try to convince us that there more than two types of people, that there's a gray area in between, but there's not. We have those who are obedient, and we have the disobedient, the godly, the ungodly, which Psalm 1 does a fantastic job of comparing and contrasting the two. So, going back, let's read Psalm 1:5 again so we can get our base text. Therefore the wicked, those disobedient and living without God, shall not stand justified in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous, those who are upright and in right standing with God. So the wicked are those who are disobedient. What does it mean to be disobedient? Any parents out there, any teachers out there, you have firsthand experience of what disobedient is, right? Anybody ever been a child? We have firsthand experience of what disobedience would be. So here are some definitions. Obedient means to be submissive, to yield or surrender. Disobedient is refusing, unwilling, and deny. So when we are obedient, we are submissive to Christ's authority. We yield and surrender to him. But the disobedient refuse and are unwilling to yield and surrender. So disobedient to what? To the laws, teachings, precepts, and instructions of God. We also read in the Amplified Classic Version that these people are living without God. So the disobedient are living without God. So what does it mean to be without something? And you can even think about that in terms of life without God, which honestly, whenever I start to think about, what if we took God out of my life, I just stop because I don't even want to go there. I just don't even want to go there. But, without, now I loved this, and we may have to tag into this next week, but without, one definition is outside, a place or region beyond an enclosure or boundary. So if we are without God, then we are outside of him, outside of his boundary. Without indicates the absence or lack. And with indicates on the side of. Now we could talk for days on the boundaries of the Father. The first verse that I immediately thought of when I read that definition of without or outside a place or region beyond is Psalm 16. Let's read that together. Okay. Let's start in verse 5. The Lord is my chosen and my assigned portion, my cup. You hold and maintain my lot. The lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Yes, I have a good heritage. And I see those lines as boundary lines. And we are safe within those lines. Psalm 91, which is one of my favorites, tells us that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall remain stable and fixed under the shadow of the Almighty, against whose power no foe can withstand. See, those are places. For us, they're places of refuge, places of safety, boundary lines. And so we are not outside or without, outside a place or region beyond an enclosure. But we have been brought near to the Father through the finished work of Jesus Christ. We are with God. We are on the side of God. And the word tells us that if God be for us, who can be against us? Greater is he that is within us than he that is in the world. So these lines, these boundaries, this obedience to follow his direction and leading is a good thing. The world would say, be your own, do your own thing, make your own truth. No. I'm not smart enough to make my own truth. Relative truth. I'm just going to stick with the Father, who is truth, who has never, will never, cannot change. We'll pick up here next week. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.